Today we're going to be reviewing 3 figures. 3 Voyagers and 3 Combiners. It's okay. Optimus Prime, Battle Corps Optimus Prime, and Menasor. So, let's go on to the review.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
And here we have Optimus Prime, Motormaster, and Battle Corps Optimus Prime. Or, as some people like to call him, Nova Prime. Anyway, so I'm going to review these once again, Optimus, Motormaster, and Battle Corps, because that's how they came out. So let's get down to it. First up is the first Optimus Prime. And, he looks a bit odd. And immediately from day one, we knew this was going to be Motormaster. You could just easily tell, because this looks really dumb as Optimus Prime. However, it is very interesting. Very rounded out and everything. A lot of people were hoping we would get the IDW Optimus Prime. Which, if you kept the flaps from Motormaster, maybe it would have been. Maybe it would have been an okay Optimus Prime. But alas, that didn't happen, so now we got this. He's Optimus, alright, and very bland colors. This kind of irritates me. I wish they painted this little gray part, but it's understandable because this is where you do have it here, so there's that. I do think the Takara one does paint this up, so there's that. There's all this going on. That's some big shields, some windscreens. Those aren't even the real windscreens. Here's the back. It's always the back. You could display the weapons back here because there's like these peg holes and there's these things. So yeah, Optimus. He's Optimus, all right. Now here's Motormaster. Now I'm gonna bring back out Optimus Prime because first off, a lot of people were like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be a slight remold, if anything, to Optimus Prime," and lo and behold, he actually has a lot more going on in remolding. First off, these are different. This is different. These parts are different. I mean, these are the same. This is different in a sense. Wait, yeah, it's different. This is different. That is different. I think those are the same. Yeah, they are. This is the same. This is different. This right here is molded in, not just painted. So this is different, and that's different. And that's different from that. There's this, there's different. These are the same. Mostly the legs are the same. And of course, Motormaster has these flaps up here, which I wish they would have kept over for this so they could have an IDW-inspired Optimus Prime. And also, this thing back here is different. Doesn't tab in. These really don't tab in that well compared. And also this thing, you don't know it, but yeah, they're different. Well, yeah, you can tell differently. But yeah, legs are the same, basically. Weapons are different. You got a sword and you got a gun. Now you can plug in the sword, like I do, and plug it in there. So yeah, I really like Motormaster, though. He's really nice colored, and I do enjoy this color. It's very bland, I will admit. Very bland, but I do like the purple thrown in there every once in a while, and the little black. Really fits Motormaster all in all. I think it's a really nice figure. And here's Battle Corps Optimus Prime. Now, first off, I should admit, I don't know where the other gun is. All it really is just this gun. All it is it's instead of this, these guns are red plastic mold and painted over in gray. This is actually just gray plastic. I just don't know where the other gun is, so if I do want to show it off, I will use Optimus's gun. You get it. It's fine. I don't know where it is, but yeah. Really, all it is, it's the same as the first Optimus. I wish that you incorporated maybe some different molds, like some of the Motormaster stuff in here, because to break it up at least, and also, this mold looks like it deserves that kind of treatment. It really feels like, I don't know, as most people like to say, this is their Nova Prime. So I like to imagine that Nova Prime have more Decepticon-like features going on for them. But alas, we just have this, and you know, it's not terrible. I think it's actually pretty good looking. Now, time to transform Optimus Prime. So first off, once again, All the transformations are basically the same. The only difference I really would like to say is Motormaster has flaps, and let me just demonstrate. Motormaster has flaps. You want to know how you transform them? Not rocket science. Anyway, so Optimus Prime. Very simple. First off, let me show you his torso combine mode thing. So, first off, you, I think this is how I normally do it. You rotate it around, and you plug these in here, and then you rotate the arms, and then there's a tab back here, and there's a tab. There we go. Yeah, come on. There we go. I think so. You can do whatever you want right here. I like putting them out a bit. For putting in the limbs, you can do that, and then once you get the limbs in, you can close it back up. I'll show you how I do it in that. Alright, so then you rotate these around, pull them down, and then, oh God. Whew. Takes the breath right out of you. Then you fold it up like this. There's a hole right here. You plug that in there, and you do the same over here, and then you do the exact same thing. There's a phone going off, but you know, whatever. Sometimes they don't plug in perfect. Sometimes you gotta do this. You gotta, Jesus. Can somebody answer that phone? Whatever. So, you fold this in, and then you open up his chest, and you pull out his head. Now, what you do from here, hold on. Camera's weird. What you do from here, you can do whatever. You can close it back up, and then you get like a very interesting Optimus Prime. Or you can just leave it open, and you have his chest just showing out. I think this is supposed to be the Matrix. I could be wrong. Because Motormaster has a different mold, and it's very interesting. Spoiler alert. But yeah, here he is in torso mode, and it's interesting. You'll see my complaints later. But yeah, there you go. So, for robot mode, you fix his legs up again. There we go. Rotate it to the front. Now you gotta unplug this, switch it around, untab it, switch it around, and then you gotta put in his head again. Pull this down. Now here's the thing, you might want to like put the ears. Okay, you see these notches? There's this hole. It's best to just go ahead, see if you could fit it all in there, and just lower his ears. Or his antennas, whatever you'd like to call them. You close that up, you raise this up. Now, where's his head? Well, ta-da. And there we go. Whoops. There's Optimus Prime in his robot mode.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Now, in robot mode, Optimus has some interesting articulation. He has a ball joint. Yeah, ball joint. This is a swivel. This is a hard ratchet. Come on. This is also a swivel. This is technically a double jointed elbow due to transformation and combining. Nothing in the hands. The wrist, the waist does this. Very hard ratchets there. Swivel, all that nonsense, nothing really in the foot except for there. So, now, you might be noticing, well, I don't know if you have been, let me just put them in the back. You might be noticing that Optimus's feet don't really touch the ground all that well. Well, you might want to know is because his frickin' legs are not actually that well made. Like, if you force it on the ground, you can get him in the right angle. Of course, I don't have him on camera doing the right angle. But yeah, here he is touching the ground. And even then, he'll still scoot over. But, as default, that's what he looks like. Now this is a humongous problem, not only in standing the figure, but then again, the figure doesn't, nothing, like, if you push the figure, yeah, it's going to fall down. There's nothing about this that, like, maybe if you stomp on the ground, it's going to do anything. It's just more along the lines of, it just looks weird. However, in combined mode, it is very interesting, and I once again said, I will show you what I mean. Yeah, he's an Optimus, so he's red, white, and blue. Well, there's no white, there's silver. The one thing I don't like about this color is just this. Like, all that. That's just too much gray for me. Granted, there is, and I do mean is, the Takara version where it does paint in most of this. And for some reason, everybody likes this one more than Takara, but I like Takara more than this. But I'm not buying Takara because that's too much, and they come from cheap. For weapons, of course, he has his guns, and here's his iconic G1 blaster, and then here's just this shithead. And, yeah, it's nothing spectacular, really. Nothing really cool, nothing really out of the blue. It's just Optimus Prime with guns. Oh yeah, he kind of has an ab crunch. Backwards. But whatever. And here we have Motormaster in robot mode. Like I said, only difference is this. I mean, in transformation-wise, in just robot mode, man, he's different. Like, hold on. Like, here, hold on. Here is this. Like, you could see so much remolding went into this. The chest, I like the chest. The arms, I like the arms. This is the same. That is the same. That part is different, and then from there it's the same. But still, whoops, sorry. I really like what they did to this, making it a different character out of the same mold. For articulation, same thing, except for with his ball-jointed head, for some reason, although being basically a square, has a lot more articulation going on for it than, you know, something that's like a normal head. But I digress. Once again, he still has that, like, leg problem, because this is one of the first releases. I did get this when this figure was extremely rare to find. Not the re-release, but I'll explain that in a minute. For weapons, he has a gun. Let me get in there, because I can't do this one-handed. And then he has a sword. Whoop, don't fall on me now. And yeah, I like this. This is a really nice weapon array for Motormaster. It gives him a different, once again, a different just character aesthetic. Or whatever the hell. Just, you know this is for sure a different character, although it is the same mold. It is really nice, and I really enjoy it. So, there's Motormaster. I wonder if my camera is going to change colors here soon. But here he is. Here's Battlecore Optimus Prime. And although basically being Optimus Prime to the T, he does have a new head, and I do enjoy that. Just, once again, to bring this thing in, he has a different head. So, here he has he's got more of an iconic G1 face, his antennas are a bit smaller. This is a different head altogether. See if I can get this in closer to the camera. But not that close, but yeah, right there, that it's different, and I do like that. Same articulation, except, do you see that? His feet are perfectly on the ground. That's right. When Battlecore Optimus Prime came out, they fixed the leg problem that many of the previous mold mates have. Motormaster and Optimus Prime. So, which is funny, because whenever they released this figure, they threw in Motormaster, not only because it was rare, but to fix it. Because Motormaster was just almost unusable in Menasor. Almost. So, I'm glad that they decided to do that, and, you know, not only fix one figure, but fix an older figure. So I really like that. Too bad Optimus is just forever doomed. Like, yeah, look. Like, perfectly on the ground. And his articulation is pretty good and nice and clicky. It's not ruined by anything. So, I really like Battlecore Optimus Prime. He's really nice. And of course, here's Optimus Prime, Battlecore Optimus Prime, and Motormaster with Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, and Deluxe Starscream. Now, I know on the camera, Optimus looks, the Evasion Mode one looks taller. He's actually a bit smaller than Optimus Prime, just by the little antennas at the top. And of course, yeah, not even his like little shoulder things is taller than that guy. Of course, they're wider. It's to be expected, but whatever. There's that. So, the overall review on those Optimus Primes and Motormaster.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
So overall, would I highly recommend Optimus Prime? He's not I wouldn't say he's the quintessential Prime. I wouldn't say he's the best Prime. I wouldn't even really say this is the Optimus that's unique. I wouldn't even really say he's the ideal Optimus Prime. But you know what? He's neat. I enjoy him. You want to know how easy he is? I drove and transformed this guy. I didn't even look at him, and I transformed him all the way while I was driving. First off, yes, I know that's probably illegal, but like I said, I wasn't even paying attention to the toy, and I transformed this all the way. These things are getting really easy. Now, would I recommend Battlecore Optimus Prime? He's, interesting. He has a lot more improvements over the other one, but he's mostly white, and as the news now says, white people are the devil. But I do think he's very interesting, and I do like him. He is very nice. He has a different head sculpt, and he is just overall a better combined mode situation going on for it. And now, would I recommend Menasor? I mean, not Menasor. Motormaster? Yeah, actually, I really do, because Motormaster and Menasor is actually one of my favorite combiners of this thing. Maybe top 5 out of the, like, 7 that they made so far. 7? 8. I meant to say 8. But whatever. No, 7! I've only made 7 so far. No, Victorion. Never mind what I'm saying. It is really nice, and I do think, but this is like the first release one. I really wish I could have remembered and got like the newer version that actually used more of this engineering here. Sorry for flipping all of you off. But whatever, I got this whenever it was really exceedingly rare. Like, I only saw one of these at one point and never again until Christmas time. Scary. So, there's that. Alright, so the first combiner is Ultra Prime. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you the official one just yet, because the others need the limbs. So, I'm just going to show you, you know, what it looks like with the limbs that no one uses that much anyway. So, first up, let us use this guy, Rook. And you can probably already see why I was complaining. That does this. Now, luckily, any cars or trucks or any vehicle will make this figure have the right legs. But it's so scrunched in, you almost... It's just weird. So, alright, we lift up the camera just a bit. Up. Up, up, up. Come on. There we go. Alright, so, that's a nice angle. We click this in. Now, this is where you can either put up the hands. I like to. Oh, you probably don't even see that. You can, probably, I'll show it with blast off. And then you put it in blast off. And then you click that in. And there we go. Let's see. This camera thing ain't cool. So yeah, there we go. Here is Ultra Prime Now, Ultra Prime basically has the same articulation like here as all of them. Only he has a ball joint. Yeah, a ball joint. A very limited one at that. And also you can move his head back and forth like a chicken. So, in case you wanted Optimus Prime to be the ultimate chicken, there you go. Now, I left this open because I'll show you why in a minute with the others, but of course, you can close it up. In fact, since there is no chest minion for this guy, I think I'll just for the review keep it here. It looks weird, but you know, it's fine. In fact, it even advises to do it on the box. Now, he does have a gun, and you plug it in like this. And then you put it in a hand, and there we go. Ultra Prime's gun. And, yeah, it's a gun, alright. This is just, you know, a bare necessities kind of figure that they just wanted to show the Combiner War thing to with Optimus Prime because, you know, they had Motormaster just lying around, so there was that. Which brings me to the ultimate question. Was Optimus Prime a remold of Motormaster, or was Motormaster a remold of Optimus Prime? Think about it. You're probably right either way. But yeah, this is overall what you get in the package. The back is a bit weird, but you know, who displays their figures facing the wall? If you do, you're really weird. But yeah, I really like Ultra Prime. Well, not really like. I mean, there's nothing really necessarily wrong with this figure. And with its real limbs, it looks okay. It looks alright. And I'll definitely show you. I'll give you a hint. That arm is right. But overall, yeah, it's something. It's not like the most terrible one. In fact, what I do is I give what we're going to show up Optimus Maximus's limbs. I put them on this guy. And then I give Skyrain's limbs to Optimus Maximus, Nova Prime, Nova Prime. And then I give Skylink's these. And then Cyclonus has no limbs because why the hell would I want to put those on? Now I'm definitely going to do Motormaster, but Battlecore Optimus Prime I'm not going to show the transformation because it's the exact same as Optimus Prime. There's nothing different. Motormaster, on the other hand, I put some new doodads to it, and I think it's really cool. So, let's get down to it. First up, we're going to do the legs, as per usual. And, in this, I don't, like, in the official mode, you're supposed to flip these down. I don't like doing that, because it shows off the connector point, first off. So, I like doing this. Also, I put the gun over here. I don't know why I did it over there. Then, I put in Wild Rider, or Breakneck, either way. Either name works for you, dude. Alright, come on. Come on. Come on now. Hey now. You're an all-star. Okay, there we go. Once again, same way, just flip it up as best as I can. I like that look. Now you're noticing, you're not noticing it at all. I like how I say these things and you're not even noticing it. Alright, so... Alright, next up is his arms. Alright, come on. Work with me, baby. Work with me, Menasor. Where's his feet? Alright. Maybe... No, I don't think that was the problem. We're just going to have to lean this up against the wall real quick. As much as I hate doing this. Alright, so for drag strip, you're supposed to flip this all down, but I like it here. And plug that in. Whoop. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And you plug that there, and then you plug this here, and you flip. Well, no, I don't flip his hand. I don't flip his hand out. I just flip this up, and then I fix these up. His little horns got fixed. And then, whoops. And the dead end's the same way. They do advise you to flip the thing down, but I don't do it. Come on. There we go. And then you plug that in, and, well, Menasor would be complete. However, he does have a little friend. Now, who is that little friend? His name is Blackjack, and you plug him in right there. So yes, here's Menasor all combined up. He looks nice. If we... Oh, nope. Something happened. This figure is so frickin' loose, but more on that in a minute.
One eternity later.
So Menasor has the exact same articulation as Optimus Prime. Now why is it that I'm not reaching out to touch him? Well, watch this. Okay, well, that was a dud. But most of the times, if you just sneeze, this thing will come apart. Like, this thing doesn't have the most secure point in the world in the beginning, because first off, the hole here is a tab. You have to tab that in. So automatically, this side is going to suck. He's about to lean back. So yeah, Menasor, although I really, really love the look of this figure, is very floppy. And I don't know if it's maybe because... This is the reason why Motormaster did get an eventual re-release. I mean, and also his... Well, I just now noticed his hands are like this. Let me just pull these out. Also, Dead End does that sometimes. But then again, you can't see it, but Breakneck at the bottom cracks. Oh, there goes Blackjack. Come on, stop being suckish. Stop sucking. There we go. There, come on. Come on. Screw it. So, yeah. That's what you get for making it look G1 accurate. So, here's Breakneck, Wild Rider. And, yeah, it doesn't tab in perfectly, except for right now, because cameras suck. Breakdown is like that, so it's fine with me. Now, you can actually, with, like, this up, you can actually expand the arms. Like, why? Drag strip is almost out there. Dead End can do it. It might be because this part right here is super tabbed in. Because normally it's the problem. Yeah, there we go. You can do that. You get cracks. And Blackjack back up there is just always everywhere. But overall, I really like that Menasor look. It looks nice and it looks pretty. Now, once again, they have weapons. Now, instead of a gun, you get a big-ass sword. Oh. I hate this thing. But yeah, he's a sword, and I really like that. Don't look at me, look at the camera. But yeah, he has a sword, and that's really cool looking, and it's super cool, and really nice, and super cool, and really nice, and I'm running out of analogies. But yeah, Menasor is really cool looking, but he can't really work that well. He doesn't work that well. Oh yeah, whoops, I forgot. I did a thing wrong. I'm not even going to bother with this figure right now because every time I even touch it, Blackjack falls out. To the point where I kept putting him in and he would fall out because I just moved. But whatever. Also, I messed up on drag strip. You're supposed to lower that thing down. But whatever. Menasor looks really nice. But as a toy, no. Because I remember actually seeing a commercial with a Menasor recently. And basically, the people in the commercial broke the toy. And it looked like this. Even I just now noticed that this is limping over here. I'll fix this up whenever I do the size comparison, but Jesus Christ. This is a toy, it does not work. As a display piece, though, it does look nice. Oh wait, I forgot. There's something I love doing. So you remember how Dead End and Breakneck have these guns? Or I mean, guns. Well, this is something I love doing. Let me plug this in first. Fuck you. I put in the smokestacks up here at the hands. I don't know. You can't see it. Jesus. Alright. You can see it now. See, where his hands are, I keep the hands up because I really like the look of the smokestacks back there. And if you put the hands... If you use the hands to lock the thing, you don't get this. So I really like it. And I really like Motormaster, the Menasor, with smokestacks coming out. So yes. Menasor. Really cool looking, just everything else sucks. And here we have Optimus Maximus. Now, like I said, I didn't do the transformation for this guy because it is basically the same as Ultra Prime, just different limbs. Thought that was boring. So overall, all you really need is Sunstreaker, Mirage, Ironhide, and Prowl. So I just decided not to. Also, there is one thing that is different about Ultra Prime is he does have a chess minion, Optimus. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, Optimus fits in better than Blackjack. I think they actually fixed that up or something. I don't remember the exact details, but overall, I do like Optimus in that spot. He does look really nice. My only real complaint is that, why? Once again, same articulation as this, every one of them, including Optimus and Ultra Prime, and including Menasor. So nothing really different here, except for the fact that his legs are better, and they automatically are better at standing. Like, this is the stance it already is at. You didn't need the figures to prop that any farther. So I really like that. And, yeah, so overall, I think Optimus Maximus is really nice looking, and that's cool. Once again, he does have that gun. This is the Ultra Prime gun because I can't find that other piece of the gun. And yeah, same thing going on. Nothing new, nothing different. However, I want to know about something. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that sword thing works better for this more than a gun. Maybe that's just me. This is also Skylink's thing. I'll explain later at another time. And here's the official Ultra Prime mode. With Skydive as that, Alpha Bravo as that, Firefly as that, and Dragstrip right there. Now the reason this is because this is the first wave of deluxes. Yes, for some reason, they had 3 aerial bots and a Stunticon. I didn't make the rules. So they had to do with this. In fact, Superion was like this for a while, too. In fact, I think it was exactly this. Until Air Raid showed up, and then we were all cool about that. And then Quickslinger showed up, and then we were like, yeah, that really works for me. So yeah, just wanted to show you the official mode. So here's the official Menasor, with off-road instead of breakneck/wild rider. And I really like this. Other than my, fan mode where I flip these up and make it more G1 accurate, I actually really enjoy this, and it looks nice for Menasor. For some reason, this stands better. But anyway, so there's the official. Just wanted to let you look at that. By the way, other than the sword, this is its official mode. Basically, this is the Autobot Menasor, because it does have all the limbs. But, whatever, this is the official one. Dude, there's so many in here that I had to get the camera out of the tripod for size comparison. So they're all basically the same, and there's Optimus, the evasion mode, so yeah, nothing different. So look at all these lights. Look at all these lights used to light this thing. To light the darkest tower. Anyway, so yeah. Now, to the overall review Menasor, Optimus Maximus, and Ultra Prime. Let's get down to it. Oh, hey, there's that.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
So overall, would I highly recommend Ultra Prime? Nah. He looks interesting, that's really all that's it. I mean, it's just a gimmick, and they just wanted to show you guys that, yeah, Motormaster's coming. Show you how the basic Combiner Wars thing works. It's a neat concept, it's really interesting. I just don't see the practical use in it. But do I recommend Combiner Wars Menasor? He is very floppy. He is very, very fragile. He barely stands. But there's something about him that I really like. I just overall think Menasor is a really interesting... To be honest, I think Menasor is like top 5 favorite Decepticon combiners, but just because of how interesting he is. Of course, he'll never beat Bruticus. Nothing beats Bruticus in my life. But overall, I think this is an interesting take on Menasor. I mean, after all, we had so many third-party Menasors that at one point, Hasbro should just put out their own. Speaking, what about Optimus Maximus? No, not really. I'm not saying it's terrible, but I don't see anybody other than a die-hard collector of these things buy this. It's neat. It looks interesting. It's a very unique concept. We really haven't had any of these limbs as a Generations figure in a long time, so you could potentially use any of these. Except for White Prime, which, honestly, you could use as an Ultra Magnus. But we did get Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, and he's just beautiful. But, overall, I don't know what to say. Also, something I forgot to mention in the review is, this arm right here doesn't tab in so well. If I did mention it, and I just forgot. Whoops. But anyway, he's neat. Oh, there goes Rodimus. He's a very neat concept, but I don't see a lot of people getting this. But I do think he's really nice looking. White Knight looking Prime. And not the one that defends women on the Facebook. But overall, I think this is really cool looking. I really do, but I see a lot of people not liking it. So, I'm the Merican reviewer. Whew, we got 3 knocked out. We're almost done.